Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years? Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the right sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led by the 2nd overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Mariota now. It's caught. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vet, Tressway. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Well, don't look now, Bronco. We are officially into December. And also, we've reached the end of our celebration of the legendary John Madden, with the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend. I know we've both enjoyed it. Hope you have as well. It's been an outstanding slate of games to honor him this year. Green Bay, Detroit was our opener, then Friday in Philly, and a busy schedule on Sunday. And now tonight, one final game to close out this week, and a celebration of our coach.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Nix holds on to it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
A gain of 6.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And it sets up second down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. And you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second down, give to Harvey. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
On third down, here's Nix. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punting away. Jalen Lane back deep for the Commanders. And you love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. They'll go play action. He takes it himself. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock. Sliding down with a gain of 3.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Second down, give to Krosky Merritt. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Throw here, third down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
The Commanders ready for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics.
On him quick, and they bring it down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. Now it's going to push him back for second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Third down, they need 7. Nix off the play action. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to bring him down Just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 26. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They send a man in motion. On first and 10, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Coverage by Mikey Samperskill.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Once more, it's Nix. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for Broncos first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Nix with it on first. Vacates quickly left side. Now here he goes.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Heads out on the bootleg. Cole finds his back. Harvey. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Here's Harvey running from the zone read. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Next, quick out wide, complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Harvey. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Another for Harvey. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up 6-0 here in the first. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Right side, cut by Sinnott. Room up the sideline, now at the 40. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Spins out of one stop. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Shotgun now on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Slot receivers headed left. They're going to try to throw for it. Cox, this is Lane. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 45.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Mariota. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Washington first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Mariota to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Frosty Merritt gets it from the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
He was tackled at the
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
The Broncos go with a dime look here on third down. Back now, pressure coming. Finds him over the middle. They got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Going for it with Krosky Merritt. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs turning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos and running back R.J. Harvey, they're ready for their next drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings them to third down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down Denver.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. And Kiluvu there for the tackle.
2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Not a lot of real estate for them to work with here. It's 2nd and long. Giving this to Kronsky-Merritt. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Riley Moss with that tackle.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jalen Lane. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Punt team on the field. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Nix holds on to it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Harvey gets it on the counter. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Throwing from the gun here. Able to get it to Franklin. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, third and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Broncos Merritt. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Now Mariota. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, Mariota. Screen pass here for Broncos Merritt. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 more yards. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They send it out wide to Samuel. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Run it out of the pistol. Broncos Merritt. And they take him down right along the 30. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. Jump off caught by his back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Mariota. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they have this down to the 11 marked down. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Washington first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the gun, a run for Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing is Mariota. Has room into the secondary. And they take this in for the score. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 14, Broncos 10.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Nix. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Nix. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Nix to throw again. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Begins his return at the 16. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime. Here's a design run. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Samuel now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll go play action. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
They've got a man in motion. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He just throws this one away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet at that time.
Punting unit out now. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 30-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Now set up the screen here, it's Harvey. And he's going to be a yard shy of the 1st as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up second and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. It's a third down give to Harvey. And he spins right by him. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half.
Touchdown, Broncos.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
17. Commanders 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Commanders set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Here's Mariota now. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, second and inches. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He can run it. Free inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Taking off with it again. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They go inside, give to Broncos Merritt. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Mariota to throw. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of his running back, Broncos Merritt. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Come on, baby!
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. He keeps this one himself. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Whether they were keyed on him expecting that run, or in case of a throw, it worked either way for the defense. When the QB broke for the line, they broke with him, and they drug him down short of the sticks.
The Broncos, the running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First call here coming from the shotgun. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He's trying to push the field. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Nix from the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, they give to Harvey. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Offense to the line, second down. Here's Nix to throw. Bo finds his back, Harvey. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On third down, here's Nix. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
No question, this guy is a student of the game, and he's putting in the study hours, researching any weakness in these linemen and taking advantage of it. Once we hit game day right here, Kate, the students become the teacher, and what a lesson he's performing.
So out now comes the punter. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. Takes it in at the 26. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They took their shot on fourth and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Man in motion, out of the slot. They go play action on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up, Alex Singleton.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Broncos, the running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. They're going to start just inside of enemy territory following that pick. First down from the 42. They give up the middle to Harvey. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Next, quick out wide, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 17-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sending him on the dive. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
Nix with it on first. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's hit and dropped, so that's going to bring an end to our third quarter, with him picking himself up after that sack. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Mariota. Throw left side, complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, they need 7. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That's caught, it's McLaurin downfield. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust.
And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Back to throw, Mariota. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. Completed over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
A 50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
The Broncos offense all set to go. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. It's Nix out of the pistol. Caught quickly on the slant. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down Denver.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs from 37. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Second and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Nix off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
They'll send out the punting unit, and this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Fields this at the 19. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Broski Merritt gets it from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 26-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Mariota. Hauled in by Lane. And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's Broski Merritt on 3rd. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Pickup of 2 here. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's good for a Washington first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Able to find Ertz. And he's brought down after a short gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Back now, pressure coming. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
Kate, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed left side to Samuel. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
3rd and long for Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Mariota to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Frosty Merritt straight ahead. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Mariota. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Back to throw it. And he's incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up fourth down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Looking to throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos come up with a turnover and hold strong on fourth down.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. That's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
So here comes the Bronco offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. From his end zone, it's Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up to a right around that 13-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
First and 10, it's Harvey. And he works his way for a gain of 4. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be third and 5 coming up.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Their punter making his way out now. Jukes away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders set to take over. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Unable to connect with his running back. And that'll bring up second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Here's Mariota now. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders trail by 6. Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll throw it. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 30. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Kane, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Second down give to Krusky Merritt. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
The 18-yard line.
They'll come up on first and 10. Here he is to throw. He's going to keep it this time. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. Washington calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Back to throw. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
He'll look to throw it. And he catches it to tie this game in the final minute. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Commanders 21, Broncos 20.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
To kick off.
Harvey now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos and running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. On first and 10, here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
It's a gain of 10. And the Broncos first down.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Shotgun snap to Nix. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. Down to the 10, and he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution.